Hello, hello everybody! Welcome back everyone. Welcome back to the Cherubi permutations on a very special day, as today is the 4th anniversary of this game, Pokemon Legends Arceus, my favorite Pokemon game of all time. We are getting through the ads on Twitch for anyone who is catching up. Those should be resolving very soon. But I got my little party hat on for this very special day. The goal is simple. For everybody who is here, what does a birthday entail? It means birthday cake. And what do we want on the birthday cake? We want the cherry on top. Today we are finding a shiny Alpha Cherubi to decorate the birthday cake of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Let's get it! Shiny Groot, welcome. Isaiah, welcome. I hope you are having a good time. Just get comfy, get cozy. The stream is just getting started. So, I've got my permutation tracker. Last time, we got quite far in the permutations. We were bordering on the 300s, I believe. How many did we get last time? We ended the day, yesterday, at 325 permutations on stream. We want a shiny cherry on the cake? That's the spirit! That's the spirit. So with 325 permutations done, we are almost at the halfway point of what this outbreak has to offer. This outbreak has, at most, 673 permutations we can do. We'll see if we can get the shiny Alpha. So, let's hop back in. I'm not loading any kind of backup save because I don't remember where I was last time. So here we go. Start by catching one. Amazing start. I have to catch that one because it's panicked now. Okay, that's better. Let me just reorganize my windows real quick. There we go. Okay. So catch one, followed by catch 4. Not catch 4, KO 4. Okay, gotta get back into it. Come on. KO 4. So we gather them all up. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3. Bear with. Whatever, it saw me. Bye. Little bit tricky with 4KO if you get targeted by an attack halfway through, but we'll manage. And then catch 2 more. And that will be our backup save for a little bit. One. Okay, we got both. Nice. Most excellent. I'm gonna update the backup save here. And then return. And now we can do a 2 KO, 3 KO, 4 KO. Would this be a birthday hat? Welcome, BBB. It is a birthday hat, but it isn't for me. This is the 4th birthday of this game. Pokemon Legends Arceus was released to the day 4 years ago. You found a shiny Absol and a shiny Starmie last night. Very nice, Isaiah. I kind of wish shiny Starmie kept the color scheme from Staryu. I think shiny Staryu is one of the best shinies from Generation 1. It's gorgeous. Absol is a really good shiny, though. Come on. Still on Cherubi, it seems? Oh yeah, we're not even halfway through. Close to halfway through, though. Okay. And if I did all of that correctly, we have 4 spawns left. I'm seeing 4. Will we have any respawns at the end? 2, 3, 4. Nice. We got a space-time distortion. Okay. I was about to reset, but I'm intrigued. Where is it? So the thing is, I can't actually stay. Okay, I'll check it out, but if I get something good in this space-time distortion, it has to be really good if I want to keep it. Because if I find a shiny in that space-time distortion, and it's a dupe, I will reset over it. I need something banger from the distortion to give up on my cherry hunt. Kindly asking for a QT Spheal moment, if that's okay. That is absolutely fine. I'm gonna go to the distortion and we can hang out with Spheal until it begins. Gonna get into the big scary purple bubble. And we can hang out with Gumbo. And I boop him on the nose. Mwah. Yes. The finest gentleman, Mr. Gumbo, Sir Gumbo. We're gonna check out the distortion, but it's basically incredibly fate tempting to do so. Because if I find a shiny in there, there's actually a very big chance I don't even keep it. I'll get a clip and it will be good for YouTube Shorts, but I'm gonna reset over it. The only things that would make me give up on the shiny Cherubi hunt here would be a shiny alpha Sneasel, I think. You wish you looked half as cute, but when you're being thrown around in the bus due to speed driving. Do not get yeeted into the walls. Spheal might do so, but Spheal is like 90% body fat because it's adorable and round. It can cushion any of the impacts And yes, it was sleeping. He kind of fell asleep on me. You can see the sun reflecting in his eyes. That's how bright he is. Oh, there he goes. You'd give Gumbo your organs if needed. Not sure if compatible, but I respect the dedication. How close are we to this distortion starting? Like a minute. It takes a while usually. A fine gentleman. I hope you brush his teeth long enough. See, Gumbo doesn't need to have his teeth brushed. The Spheels take care of their tusks by rolling around. It actually keeps them short and tidy. When they roll around all over the place, it grinds down the teeth and keeps them from becoming too dirty. They can roll in the water, as they are ice types. What does he eat? People. Usually, whenever I get into a battle with the Bandit Sisters, I just get Gumbo to eat them. Okay. Measle number 1. So this is a little bit against what you usually have in shiny hunting streams, but we are hoping for nothing, basically. We're hoping that we don't find anything here. That's fine. Just an alpha. We're not scared. We don't mind the giant bears that want to maul us in the woods. There's 2. Number 3 is right there. Okay, we get no Sneasels. They're hoping for nothing. I'll put Gumbo right here. I put him here. He can be there. He can watch. Distortion time? Yeah. Hi, Mikia. I popped the distortion on the first reset of the day because I was taking too long to do the permutation. I was talking to the chat. But we are going back to Cherubi after this. I'm basically hoping to not find anything in this distortion. Protect Gumbo with your life? Oh, I will. But he can protect himself as well. He's level 100. Gumbo is precious, but he is fierce. He's sleeping. Gumbo, Mama, a ghost behind you. Gumbo, this is worrisome. What are you gonna do? What's your plan? He's blending in with the distortion pretty well. Isn't he? Look at him. He's perfectly blending into the environment. If something spawns to the right behind Gumbo and is shiny, I won't see it. I'll hear it, but I won't even see what it is. It's pretty funny. Genuinely relaxes you? Space-time distortions are not relaxing normally. They're meant to be quite stressful and intense, but... Ah. You made Gumbo go away. Rude. Very rude. There we go. Oh, flashbang. Anyway. Nothing on that permutation. And we get to go back, do the backup save, and continue. The baby. The baby. The baby. I agree. Gumbo cute. Alright, let's make actual progress on our quest for the cherry on top of the cake. Would 2025 Clark Kent have us feel? You like the idea? I'm afraid I don't have the advanced hyperfixations to know what you are talking about. I don't know what differentiates modern-day Clark Kent from other Superman incarnations. We do a 3 KO here. If I can get 3 of them interested in a berry, that would be nice. Come over. 2. And this one is going to circle back around. Come on, this way. Oh, they're both gonna see it. Aren't they? Wait, if I throw here? Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I've not seen the 2025 Superman movie. Sorry. This is because I haven't seen movie. Any at all. I've never watched movie. I don't know what a film is. 1, 2, 3. Does Gumbo's memory reset when I reset the game? Good question. See, the thing is, I don't think so, because the protagonist of this game is using the power of space and time to go through a bunch of wacky adventures. So I would say my Pokemon from my team are getting carried along with me to do some interdimensional travels. They remember what we've been doing the whole time. We did that permutation correctly. I think so. I think the baby remembers us. I think the entire team is going through space and time with me. So when I reset my saves, it's just me hopping back in time with my team. So they remember. Here's the permutations list. We're currently clearing up 313, which is the permutation with 4 KO at the end. I think we can then do another set of 3 permutations with that. We'll see. One, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Should still work. It's PLA's birthday? Yeah, it's 4 years old today. Hey, look at that. Alpha Cherubi. A big cherry. Haven't seen one of them on stream in some time. I think it's been 3 days. Big cherry. Goodness gravy. You see this? That's the size that we're aiming for, but shiny. We want a cherry that is the size of my head, if not bigger. Go. Big cherry. Let's see. Yeah, I do have 3 more permutations I can do with this. Oh, 6 more. No, wait, that's a different one. 3 more permutations I can do with this. We have 290, 291, and 292. Which have the same start as what I have, but I just have to catch one more and then do the permutations. You feel much different from when you bought the game, thankfully. 4 years is a long time for us humans. A lot of things can change. 4 years ago, when this game released, I was not yet in a relationship with the love of my life, so it can only take just a few years to completely change your entire daily life and just how you feel about anything. Okay, there we go. Gonna wait a little bit for everyone to stop moving. Okay. Feels like forever and last year. To you, it was your journey on your diagnosis and such, life-changing in the best way. It's good to get clear, definitive answers on pretty much all of the questions you could have about your life and why things were a certain way. It takes some time, but I bet it was relieving to get a diagnosis. We stun both of these. Restun. Teleport. You're kinder on yourself when you know it's not your fault. Yeah, yeah. That's something that's very important. Being able to realize that you're not to blame for some stuff. 2, 3. Sometimes it's just about accommodations and making sure that you are given the proper space and the proper tools to deal with certain situations. It's not your fault if they're not built for you. Like, you wouldn't expect a person in a wheelchair to go up some stairs. You gotta give them a way to get up, and then I think the same way a diagnosis for autism or ADHD can help you realize that some things were just not made with you in mind. So when you do find answers in a diagnosis, you can then look back and say, the reason I struggled is because this was not made for me. You like this vision in mine? I'm glad you like it. Yeah, I think that's how I've been viewing it, is just accommodations. Making sure that the environment is friendly to you and friendly to everyone. A lot of times it's not the case, but the blame is shifted to the wrong person. It's not the fault of the wheelchair user if they can't go up the stairs. It's not the fault of the ADHD person if they can't focus in an environment that's full of noise and distractions. Similar things. Permutations 290 and 291 done. Now we do a 4 KO for 292. That glob hit both of them for some reason. Oh, nice. Okay, that was good aim. I salvaged it. We should have one spawn to check. Nice. And now we move to a new backup save, because we've done all of the C4KO permutations. Pull up the chart. You can see we've done all of this. All of this here. And then if we scroll down, all of these are done. And all of these down here. All of that is C4KO. So now we're going to move to C3KO and handle this entire block here. There's a lot. There's a lot to cover, but we're going to use backup saves and it's going to be a lot more efficient that way. Okay. Here's our one catch. Wait a little bit. Teleport to set a backup save. Teleport back. Attempt to isolate 3 of them. Which, if I can't do it easily, I will try by luring all of them at the same time and then away from the one that's eating the berry, because it stuns the Cherubi to eat a berry, essentially. Keeps them busy. Okay, we do get 3. Get them all over here. One, 2, 3. I don't think the one in front saw me yet. 1, 2. Shit. Messed it up. Ah, man. I should have just hit him with a berry while he was stunned. I'm always a bit scared that it makes them go run away faster, but there was no exclamation mark on the one in front. So I have to redo it. But this is why we gradually change the backup save, so we already have the first step done. Just need to redo the 3 KO again. You like this game? As do I. King Desertioner, welcome to the stream. I do like this game. If you look at my save, you'll see 978 hours. But if you look at my information on here, you'll see 1,300 hours. King Desert Loner. Okay, sorry, I read that wrong. King Desert Loner. I've played this game for a while. It's a great game. What is your favorite Pokemon overall? Probably Spheal. Spheal is great. I like Spheal. Hisuian Typhlosion? That's a great Pokemon as well, yeah. Barrel is second. I got a lot of shiny Alpha Barrel. They're right there and I keep running into them. Oh, that one saw me. That's no good. I thought it was far away enough. Damn it. No worries. We'll figure something out. Anyway, for anyone who is new here, hello. My name is Ike. I'm a French shiny hunter. I primarily play Pokemon Legends Arceus. And my goal is to find every single shiny Pokemon in this game, including forms, shiny alphas, etc. We're currently hunting for a shiny alpha Cherubi, which is one of the most difficult hunts for mass outbreaks, as there are no massive mass outbreaks that have this Pokemon, and there are no wild spawns of Cherubi. They're all in the trees. So the only ways to find a shiny alpha Cherubi would be this outbreak, like we are doing now, or hitting trees until the end of your life, because it'll take forever. So we are currently going for option A. Try and get the shiny alpha Cherubi from the mass outbreak by doing permutations. Get all three of them over here. Yep. This way. Keep going. I need them to be further away so I don't accidentally panic the fourth one. Okay, we're good to go now. 1, 2, 3. That one didn't have the exclamation mark, so restun. 1, 2, 3. Good to go. Let's do 2 KO. We can build off of that for many permutations afterwards. Try and get 2 Cherubi interested. Gonna be tricky because they're kind of close by one another. Got one. That might have been too much. Okay, I'm getting 3. Can I get 2 from this? I think so. One is walking into me. Gonna see the berry, isn't it? Okay, it stopped walking just in time. We should have 2 here. One, 2. Both got exclamation marks. Good. 1, 2. Update the backup save. And now we get to check if we did this correctly. We should have... how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new spawns to check. Have a look. One, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6, 7. Okay. So that worked. And now we use the backup save to do different combinations off of those 7 spawns. See if we get anything new. Hope I get a shiny today. Thank you, Isaiah. I do as well. We haven't actually found a shiny on stream, even though I found 4 shinies before I started streaming this hunt. It's a little unfortunate, but we got 4 shiny Cherubi offline and 0 on stream. I'm hoping to change that today. I mean, only one of them really matters anyway, right? We just want the big one. If we get the big one on stream, that would be all I can ask for. You've seen friends playing Cobblemon, some sprites are incredible, some are questionable. Do you mean the little cubic models, or the actual sprites for, like, menu icons and stuff like that? Pixel 1's made for Cobblemon. Ah. The Mew is hideous. I've not seen the sprites for Cobblemon. I've seen the 3D models for the different Pokemon, but I've not taken a look at like the PC in the side of the game that much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Just 4? Did I do a 3K? Oh, I did a 3KO. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good, that's what we want. Okay, have fun. That's not ZA, that's Animal Crossing New Horizons. The daily grind, it got you again. Only have 1 coming? Oh, that's too far, that's gonna be 3. No! Such devastation was not my intention. Come on, give me the other one. 'Cause the berries can roll super far sometimes. Still wasn't enough? Whoa! See that? That's the problem. I lure more Cherubi than I want because the berries start flying around. They're not perfect circles. Are Cherubi cannibalistic? No, because I'm not feeding them cherries. Yet. Cherry berries are a thing. The Switch 2 version is amazing for Animal Crossing. What does it change? Is it just like frame rate or looking better? Because I know there was an update recently for Animal Crossing, which is good. That's great. But that's also on the Switch 1, because whenever they do free updates, they give it to everyone. PLA is what now? Hey Ghosty, PLA is old, and you are old. You are dying of oldness. That's what it is. You're crumbling into ash. a light breeze just sweeps you away. Whew. Can a ghost do that? Yeah, I think they do in Skyrim. You beat up ghosts and then you have a pile of dust on the ground. It adds more things like a megaphone. That's a Switch 2 exclusive? Thing. I thought the versions of Switch 1 and Switch 2 would remain the same. Didn't know that... Oh wait, no, Switch 2 has the thing of multiplayer with up to like 12 people or something like that, which keeps on crashing for everyone apparently. Also, you have to watch the cutscene of a person arriving on the island 11 times in a row if you want to do that, which is just terrible. And Dream Islands. Oh, that's right. That's a thing that they said they would do. Adding new islands for people to decorate. So they can do multiple sets of islands with different themes. Whatever you all saw me buy. That one didn't even have a exclamation mark until I hit it again. Hopefully that works. I should have 3 left. That's not 3. Okay, let's try again. You're trying to eat ice cream, but your dog is walking around aimlessly and clawing at the chair next to you. She's in your lap now. Chocolate ice cream does not go to the dog. We don't do that. She's watching the stream, kind of. She's blind. That does not constitute as watching the stream. She does not count as a viewer, I'm afraid. Are there subtitles for her? Not in dog, I'm afraid. I don't have subtitles in dog. Oh, BB Bidoof is a professional translator. You've got this. There you go. Try this again. You. Yeah, there you go. Alright. This should work. Should have 3. That was a bit cleaner than the other one. Yeah, okay, we have 3. Good. Make sure to use tones like in Chinese, or it changes the meaning. Dog is a complex language made of, like, 2.5 words and a million different tones. Borf. That was a perfect pronunciation of for sure. And needs to be reformed. For sure. Theo is next. And then we do a backup save. Shit, that's gonna attract more. This one doesn't see it. Okay, good. That should be 2. Sunglasses, thumbs up. Conjunctivitis, thumbs up. For sure. Oh, sure. You went to grab your charger and your cats tried to attack it while you were holding it. Who won? That's the important part. Who wins the exchange? Do you keep the charger or does the cat get to claim his treasure? That one saw me, didn't it? No? I think I'm far enough somehow. Quite lucky. We should have 3 left. Oh, it's an alpha. We have an alpha. We went from not seeing alphas to seeing 2 in like 20 minutes. Sick. Which means it's possible that we have that alpha in all of the permutations I'm about to do. We'll see. Now we have to do 3 KO or 4 KO. Either. I think we'll see the alpha again. Let's see. Zoom. So in this game, there's a bit of a quirk with the RNG, where you'll see duplicates of Pokemon on different permutations. Specifically, doing a catch, 2 KO, 3 KO, or 4 KO can sometimes result in the same first Pokemon respawning, and then everything after that is different again. So, for example, if I remove 3 from the outbreak, it will give me 3 new ones appearing. The first one, which might be, let's say, an alpha, could also be in the 2 KO and in the 4 KO permutation. This is what I'm expecting to see here, where we might see an alpha when I come back. Let's have a look. And we don't. So these are different spawns. Interesting. Unless the alpha was not the first spawn. You even see the nest? It was like hidden by the... Oh well. Now you need 2 medicine. Fletch, do the Drifloon race. Welcome to the stream, Fletch. Welcome back. Isaiah, thanks for passing by. I hope you have a good day as well. Let's do the Drifloon race. Sure. I will say, it's unlikely that we find a shiny during the Drifloon race. It's unlikely we get something here, because I've been around the map already before the Cherubi outbreak, but here we go. To see if I can get all the balloons. These ones always juke me. Okay, there we go. I stopped trying to go left and right for them. I just wait for them in the middle. Okay. We're on good pace. We're running into the Paris. Not that they seem to mind. It's in the bag. Whee! There we go. On the first try, we got every balloon. There's no shiny, unfortunately. But we get 3 raspberries. Nice. Thanks for that. Now we must do 4KO. In the middle of the permutation, I just took a little break to go do a little bit of racing. Why not? You, move. Thank you. Okay. Should be good. We've 1 spawn remaining. What do we see? Nothing. But it is 1. That's cleared. Is there anything off of that backup save still? It doesn't look like it. Unless... I don't think so. C 3KO, 2KO, 2KO is what I did. No, there's no more to do from that. I need to redo my backup save from scratch. Which is fine, because we are getting ads on Twitch, but while I'm resetting the backup save, we're not risking to find anything. Go. So we have to catch 1, reset, KO 3, we're gonna try and get 3 to come over. Not 4, if possible. Good. Nice, nice, nice. We got a pretty good amount of distance, but this one is walking towards us, so I'm gonna try and get them to back into this corner. Okay, there we go. 3. Next we'll do What to do? Pre-KO again, I guess. We got more of those to do. At this point, deciding on permutations to do is mostly about efficiency. Trying to get the most out of each backup save so I don't waste too much time going over meaningless permutations. Okay. That's 3-3. Now we can test it by seeing if we have 6 spawns remaining. One, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. Yeah, I butchered my throws there, but whatever. It is 6, so now we can use the backup save and work off of that. We will have 6 permutations we can do. What do we do off of this? Start with a 2 KO. That looks good. So with that berry throw, I think that might get me another unwanted visitor. No? Okay, we're good. We are good. 1, 2. One, 2. Nice. Should have 4 spawns remaining, 2 of which are new ones. One, 2, 3, 4. Good. Feeling a bit peckish. Might go and grab a snack doing these permutations. I'll do so after this. I'll get a 3 KO on this one. Would give us 2 more spawns to look at. Oh, come on. That was a good adjustment. Dangerously close on that one. The other Cherubi at the back is coming over. Seem good to go. 1, 2, 3. What happens if I just teleport now? Do I need the restun? Might not. Maybe if I just get all of the exclamation marks, that's good enough. Let's see. That doesn't look good at all. Okay. Now we know why waiting until they stop being stunned is important. They haven't processed anything until they get unstuck. It freezes their AI. Interesting. So we need to wait for them to get unstunned, otherwise it doesn't work. One more time. Nice. Managed to grab the attention of the one at the back, but not the other. And they are sufficiently far away from it. You just found an alpha unknown outbreak. Guess you won't be playing PLA for the next 2 and 3 days. What letters are you hoping to find? Do you have specific letters you need? Or will you settle for any shiny alpha? But hey, I feel that, Mikia. I feel that. That's gonna be me when I get to the Mirelands. Every single unknown outbreak I'm gonna be permuting. Because my bingo, again, has 3 specific letters on it that I need to find. I'm gonna have to go for the IKE shiny alphas. So if I want a chance at this, I'm gonna have to permute for every single unknown outbreak. But I will accept any shiny alpha unknown and move on from the outbreak as soon as I find something. The bingo is here to give me some goals, but it's not gonna like stop me as much. Hi, Miss L. Hopefully you can get the L at some point this year. It's funny that you ended up finding the W instead of the L. There's something about the hunts that you want to go on, Miss L, where it seems like fate has to find the funniest way to make you succeed in a way that feels like a failure. Like streaming 4 months of EV permutations to then find it on the one time you're not at your setup, or hunting for a specific unknown and finding the opposite of the letter you want. Just cruel. Cruel fate. But hey, them's the breaks. It's the game we know and love. 4 years old today. Oops. Oh god. No, it stopped swerving. I just... Oh wow, that worked. I think. That's very dubious. It wasn't stunned. It only got the exclamation mark, but it wasn't stunned. I don't expect this permutation to work, but we'll see. Oh, it worked. Wow. Only 2 left. Okay. Did you use the bot to see if there was a shiny alpha in this or no? So, I did. I did. So this is something that I haven't explained yet to anyone watching me doing this outbreak, but the RNG of this game can be broken down, not by humans really, but by bots. It's possible to know ahead of time all of the possibilities of a given outbreak. So if you feed the first 4 Pokemon of an outbreak to a bot, which is hosted on Discord, the bot can then look into the future and determine all of the possible paths to finding whatever you want. Shinies, alphas, shiny alphas. So I fed this outbreak of 13 Cherubi into the bot because I wanted to know if I was going to be spending a long time on this, whether or not I would be wasting my time. The answer is, there is a shiny alpha somewhere, at least a shiny alpha somewhere in this outbreak. The bot tells you exactly where it is, so I have had my partner look at the answer that the bot gave me for me. So I do not know how many paths or what exact paths lead to the shiny alpha. However, I know that this outbreak somewhere has one. Which is shocking because this outbreak has 13 and not 15 specimen, meaning there are only 673 permutations possible. One of them has a shiny alpha. This is obscenely rare. An outbreak that has 2,500 permutations normally has a 23% chance of having a shiny alpha in it. This is even lower than that, quite substantially. This is a very lucky opportunity that I have. You only have 8 unknowns, so there's a lot of them you don't have yet, but the best one will be M, because you're missing Munchlax and Mantike as shiny alphas. Oh yeah, you're gonna do the challenge for February. Trying to find a pair of unknown and shiny alpha, yeah? I was thinking of doing the same. Will you leave the outbreak to try and get some unknowns during the month, or will you stay in the outbreak until you do all the permutations or get the Shalfa? So, as I said, doing all the permutations will yield a shiny alpha, because I know there's something in there. And there's 600 of them, and I'm past 300, so I will be doing the unknown challenge during the month. I will leave the Fieldlands behind for a little bit to try and find a shiny alpha unknown and then pair it. If I get C, I'm going for Cherim, and I don't care if it's alpha or not. 2 left. 2 left? What? Is there one behind the tree? There is. 3 left is correct. Sneaky, sneaky Cherubi. They have a little hiding spot behind the tree, and then their pathfinding gets a little bit broken there, so they stay hidden behind the tree for a while. So we actually, unless I mess up any of my permutations and somehow like take a permutation as complete when it was supposed to be the one, which I don't think is happening because I'm getting really good results and really good consistency now. We should be walking away with a shiny alpha one of these days. Just one of these days. I'm quite excited to keep going on this outbreak. Usually I'd only run the big outbreaks of 2,500 permutations into the bot. Because, like, those are the ones where you want to know for sure if you're wasting your time or not. And I ran this 13 into the bot thinking, well, there's no way this is ever gonna be anything, right? It's only 13 of them. Man, I got surprised. Because I just ran it through the bot and asked my partner, hey Ash, does this say there are no shiny alpha paths? And the answer was, no, it says something. And I was like, what? 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 Are you sure? So we go. We move. I think it would be awesome to find it today, though, because it's the birthday of PLA. I can then... I have an idea for what to do with the rest of stream if I find it early enough. Because in this game you have little recipe that you can do with combining items and whatnot. It's possible to make food. And so, if I get a cherry, I'm gonna make a birthday cake. Or whatever is close enough to a birthday cake inside of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and then put the cherry on top. KO left. I'm very pleasantly surprised that I got to the level of consistency that I have with this outbreak. Because of the horrified reports from Cybernet Catgirl in Missel's Discord, that this outbreak was, like, Satan reincarnated. I thought this would be absolutely nightmarish, and in my experience, it is difficult. Because I tried before, and it was very inconsistent. But using some new methods that have been discussed since, such as using sticky globs instead of berries, it's proving to be quite consistent. And even, dare I say, kind of pleasant? It's not as smooth as Eevee, but it's predictable enough, you know? I quite like it. Hydration check. Hi, Anubis. Thank you very much for the hydration check. I got my glass of water right here. Thank you. I hope you are doing the same. Stay hydrated, drink your oiter. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. That was a good shot. Damn. Bang. Hi, Anubis. Doing really good. Glad to see you. Doing really good here. Making some solid progress on this silly little outbreak. Currently, we are headed towards the halfway point of all permutations available to us on this outbreak of 13 Cherubi, which is 337? Actually, we are past that. We made it past the halfway point. So we're now in the second half of the grind. We'll see how long it takes. Okay, I'm getting 2 here. I wanted 3 initially, but I will accept 2 because I have more permutations to do with 2 as well. Sniped. The thing that makes this outbreak very comfortable is the extremely free use of backup saves and Grand Tree Arena. Because of the outbreak's location on the map being right next to Grand Tree Arena, when you need to teleport to do a permutation, you never have to update the backup save. So updating the backup save is literally just a decision you can make at any moment by going to Heights Camp and then teleporting back to Grand Tree Arena again, and you don't have any kind of travel time to get to the outbreak. It's right there. Unlike when Missile is doing EV permutations, where it's all the way up here. There's a stamp on the Rapidash, I don't need that. Where doing a permutation without updating the backup save requires flying across the entire length of the map. Don't know who talked about double sticky globs for Cherubi outbreaks, but huge thanks to them, it makes things so much easier. It really does. For Cherubi, and I would assume for some other species. It's Paper. Paper. Paper suggested the method, which Flydia then tested and reported on. Separate out the number you want to scare from the rest, hit them all with sticky globs in as short of a time frame as you can. While they are stunned, hit them with berries. No idea if this is necessary. I can report on that. The reason it's necessary to do something like that, to hit them again with a berry, is because sometimes they don't get a exclamation mark. Right as the Pokemon become unstunned and get the exclamation mark above their heads, hit them with sticky globs again. Then warp. So Paper reported on that. Lydia then tried it out, wrote this little message here, and now that we are trying that into different permutations and different species and whatnot, I can say the reason that you want to do this is because the exclamation mark itself is inconsistent. And it is the reason that sometimes they don't disappear. It's just the exclamation mark. So... I'll come over? No? Oh, it started to. Nice. This way? So when I hit them with sticky globs, sometimes they don't actually notice me. Not even after 2 of them. Like, I'll hit them with a sticky glob, they will not get an exclamation mark, I will re-stun, and they will still not have one. Like this one, you see? This one didn't see me. You hit it again. Now you get the exclamation mark, that's good to go. So this should work. In fact, I should go to Heights Camp. And back to Grand Tree. The entire reason that you don't despawn them correctly is either they never got the exclamation mark, or you waited too long, like doing with a 4KO, for example. You wait too long and the first one goes back to not being spooked anymore. We should be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 catches here. Thought I did that last stream. 8 catches, here we go. I'm pretty sure this is a permutation I did last stream at the end. There's nothing, but there are 8. I'm gonna mark that off as complete. I think I forgot to do so last stream. I hope things are a bit more stable in the US now, by the way, with all the snowstorm shenanigans that happened in the past week. Although it's a different kind of problems now rising in the US. Snow is a bit more innocent. I'll try adding a 2KO to the backup here. Then we can do a bunch more steps off of that. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Try and get 2. That works. Hi, Potato. Love my hat today, thank you. It's the 4th birthday of PLA, so I had to celebrate somehow. I got a little hat from the lady that does all the costumes. Never got the thing. There you go. Second hat, I guess? Yeah. We're stacking them. This is Team Fortress 2 now. Should have 6 spawns remaining if I did that correctly. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. That one really made me wait for it. Hope you're doing well, Potato. And now we have a backup save for the next 6 permutations that we want to do. Do-do-do-do. I'd get 3 instead of 2. That might get all of them, actually. Oops. Okay, I can thin the herd a little bit here. Second berry. Get only 3. Or 2. Fine by me. You reached 1,000 worms yesterday? Oh. What are the odds when you have the perfect dex but no charm again? Actually, can you perfect the dex? Do you need all forms? You might need all forms. You might not be able to perfect the dex for this. So level 10. Yeah, you need the forms. Damn. So you're doing half odds then, right? 1 in 2,000? Let me check. It's 1 2048, yeah? Odds. Legends Arceus. 1 in 2048.25. Yeah. 1 in 2,000. You're at half odds then. Not too bad. Takes a while, but I hope that you find yours under odds. That would be pretty sweet. You have at least 999 old encounters. I see. You be gone. I'm surprised the bot didn't catch that. I'm supposed to have a bot that cleans those up for me. Oh well. Might get all 4 again. And then thin it to 3. Fourth one is gonna come over again, isn't it? Okay, no, it's good. Do 3 left. Anything today yet? 2 alphas showed up, but no shiny. It's 3. Now we do a 4KO. Should be fine. So this works usually. When they start running away and you don't hit the second sticky glob, as long as you made sure that they have the exclamation mark, it's not a problem. As you can see here, that worked fine. I was expecting 2 and I got 2. As long as they have the exclamation mark, when they get unstunned and start running, they are going to disappear when you teleport. The second sticky glob is a little bit of extra insurance that you did get an exclamation mark out of them. Otherwise, yeah, like they will despawn just from running away after being stunned once. You just need to make sure they had the exclamation mark. You don't think trying to separate them with berries is the fastest and easiest way to do it? What you were doing was going in the middle of the outbreak, sticky glob the ones you wanted to permute, the other ones start running away, and they often go super far, forget you while you're double sticky globbing the other ones. From what you tested, if they stop running, but if they don't, they still don't despawn. Yeah, they don't despawn, but they become aggressive when you come back. Or like they have ... speech bubbles when you come back to the outbreak. Which means the next time you sticky glob them, they will disappear as soon as they get unstunned. In my experience. Separating them is something I do just because if any of them kind of see what I'm doing with the permutation and they're not supposed to, then they start running away from me and threaten to despawn from me. Which is not ideal. The ... confused you? Yeah, I didn't read the ... in the sentence correctly, but I get it now. But yeah, if you spook them, you add a layer of inconsistency to the outbreak. What I'm doing here is maybe a little slower, but I have almost no failures besides when I fail my sticky glob throw. And same that the same way that Miss L wanted consistency in the EV outbreak permutations over speed, I would much rather have the certainty that my permutation is gonna work, you know? I'm not gonna encounter some weird, unforeseen despawns. Like, this is fine. Who left? Okay. Not if you don't bury them, from what you tested. If they start running because you're attacking another Cherubi, if they don't despawn, they don't mind you after. If. That's what I'm talking about, right? It's the if. If they despawn, you have to redo your permutation. You're right that it's probably faster on a bunch of permutations, but if there's a chance to fail because you scare some of them and then they don't run away far enough and they start despawning in front of you, then it becomes inconsistent and you have to redo permutations that you would have otherwise have done fine. You know what I'm saying? Speed versus consistency. Redoing permutations is so frustrating from your little experience. It is. Which is why Cherubi was a very frustrating Pokemon to permute for a long time for us, because we didn't really know of better ways to do this. The sticky globs were only something introduced relatively recently as a method. Before that, we would use berries like every other permutation. If they run away, you can reload your backup save? Yes, but that's already what I'm doing. 3 left is correct. I do see your point, Minkia. It's probably quite a bit faster to just run directly into the pack and sticky glob whatever you want, and then if you fail it, you probably can try that again. By the time that I'm separating them with berries, you get 2 attempts, or like 1.5 attempts. So it's just a matter of figuring out what's really faster. I'm gonna stick to the method that I have for this outbreak. If I ever have to do this again, I can maybe test which one feels faster, or is faster, recording the time that it takes to do the 2 methods. Because I'm getting better at separating them now. I know the range of the berries quite well. So I'm not failing too much anymore with separating them. It was a nightmare before, for sure. I didn't know the range of my berries very well, so I would try and separate them, and I would get it all mixed up, and it would be really bad, but it's easier now. One didn't see me? There we go. Perfect. 1 spawn remaining. And now we do a new backup save. I'll try it for 1. We'll see how it is. I'll set up my backup save properly, and then I will try your method of just going in and blasting them with sticky globs. Okay. Oh god, they're all following me. They're gonna reset back to the middle. I do this. Cherubi has a special sort of interaction coded in where it follows you around. Once it sees you, if you haven't been aggressive to it, it will just, like, try to follow you. And then if you walk away from the outbreak a sufficient distance, they will reset back to the middle. So they follow you, and then as soon as you hit a certain distance, they just go, oop. They turn around and start running to the middle. So in this case, that gives me a good, clear window to strike with a jet ball in the back. Let's see what I get. Well, that's going to be all of them, isn't it? Okay. The second one rolled a bit too far. You got a shiny Eevee last week using my method? Congratulations! That's awesome. Welcome to the world of permutations. I'm glad you got your shiny Eevee. Ooh. It's gonna get 3. That's fine. Whatever. Get everyone in here. One doing. One of them is just spazzing out in the back. Okay. 3 KO. And then 2 KO. Or 4. I could do 4 as well. Let's do 4. Just trying to share what you learned from your own outbreak, Mikia. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I appreciate it, honestly. I'm not rejecting your method at all. I'm just happy that I got consistent with this, so I kind of value keeping that consistency. I will try, though, on this one. Need to get this guy... Hello? Get over here. Pinky Berry. How is he not looking at me? Refusing to take the... Okay, there we go. That's all of them. Heights Camp. Should be 4. So now we have our backup right here for catch and then 4 KO. Let's see what we can do from there. We need to catch 5 to begin with. Checking all of the regular spawns. Yeah, that's 5. Okay, I'm gonna load the backup save. That satchel on your map is annoying me to no end. You want me to go pick up the satchel? It will be back next permutation. It's gonna be there. Okay, so now we can try doing 2 KO, 3 KO, 4 KO on that backup save. Let's try doing 3 KO or 2 KO with Mikia's method, which is... Sticky Glob's the one you want to permute, the other ones run away and forget you, while you're double Sticky Globbing the other ones. Okay, let's try. So I'm gonna run in, Sticky Glob 2, double Sticky Glob and teleport away. We'll see. So now they want me dead. That's awesome. And then I teleport. How many do we have? It's either 3, 2, or 1. 2. So 1 unwanted Cherubi despawned there. This was a 3 KO rather than a 2 like I wanted. Let's try it again. See if I can get the 2 KO with this method. Heads up for the Twitch folks, getting ads in 5 minutes as we are approaching the 2-hour mark on the stream. I will temporarily pause the stream in that time to make sure that we don't miss a big moment. Okay, there we go. Now I teleport again. You have to wait until the other ones stop moving while continuously sticky lobbing the other ones. Okay. Now I have 3. That one worked, because the ones at the back were no longer running away. And now I get to do 4 KO, which is the easiest one. Or KO should be the easiest, and often isn't. That should leave me with 1 catch. Yep. That's another good block of permutations done. What's your opinion on potatoes? Reliable friend in a time of struggle. The humble potato is an incredible food if properly prepared and seasoned. Without the potato, humanity would be struggling. Oh, apologies. Oh. Oh my god. Struggles. Jesus Christ. Man. I'm trying to hit this max range, and I'm just 1 step away. I think the Irish might disagree. Didn't the Irish get saved by potatoes during the Great Famine? Weren't potatoes kind of the only thing keeping them alive? gonna set up a backup save for us. The ads are gonna start in 20 seconds. You will not miss anything, I pretty much guarantee it. I'm just gonna set up a quick backup save with 3 KO, 2 KO. Hey Yamper. Hi hi. Think it caused the famine? How can a food cause a famine? Did potatoes just stop cooperating? Is that actually what happened? I seem to remember potatoes being the only source of food for the Irish in that time. Possible that potatoes no longer growing was the source of the famine, though. Let's see. I got 3. It's not what I want. Try and get only 2. Oof, okay. That one rolled a tiny bit too far, but it worked. Read up on the crimes committed by potatoes. Here we go. And then catch 1. Why are they all right here? They're so close. Be gone, foul demons. Okay, good. And now we're gonna wait for the ads to end. We'll take an extra minute. I'm just gonna chill here in camp, wait for everyone to be back, and then we can resume. Hi, baby. Just dropping in with the Wikipedia article. The proximate cause of the famine was the infection of potato crops by blight throughout Europe. Impact on food supply by blight infection caused 100,000 deaths outside Ireland and influenced much of the unrest that culminated in European revolutions of 1848. Longer-term reasons for the massive impact of this particular famine included the systems of absentee landlordism and single crop dependence, taken from Wikipedia, so grain of salt. Yeah, but it is coming from an Irish person. I think that adds to the credibility of the source. Back to Animal Crossing. Irish lore dumps in chat and leaves. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. On the Twitch side of things, as the YouTube experience should be hopefully seamless. I'm not monetized on YouTube. What are we trying to do now? 2 KO, 3 KO, 4 KO. Okay. Zoom. Okay, well. Should have 4 spawns remaining. 4 catches. Yes, sir. You actually obliterated chat. No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm kidding. Pokemon Day is in 30 days. Ooh. Are we excited? I'm pretty excited. Pokemon Day is probably gonna bring us the long-awaited Generation 10 news. And that's a month away. What are people wanting to see from Pokemon Day? What announcements do you guys want? I would like to see a modern sequel to Pokemon Rumble on the Switch. I think it would be pretty cool to see a Pokemon Rumble on the Switch with more Pokemon, and then we can shiny hunt in that. I'd like to see some Generation 5... Oh shit, am I doing the same permutation again? I totally just did the same permutation again on autopilot. My bad. I'd like to see Gen 5 remakes that don't look like BDSP. That would be pretty awesome. I know that Nora has said for Pokemon Day last year that she really wanted to see Pokemon Pinball get a sequel. Wild shot, just out of nowhere. Pokemon Pinball, why not? The Nintendo DS and previous consoles just kind of had this this era of fuck it, we ball with all of its big franchises where it's like, you know what? Yeah, Pokemon Dash, Pokemon Pinball. We're gonna do like a bunch of wacky games and then put the Pokemon branding on them. You want them to put the Video Dresseur back from X and Y? Is that a specific mechanic in the game? I don't remember it. Because I haven't played it, honestly. There's a keyboard Pokemon game? Yeah, there's a typing Pokemon game. To learn to type with Pokemon. You make silly animations with it. Oh! Oh yeah, I remember seeing Shiny Catherine talk about this. Where you could make little movies with your silly little Pokemon in them. Yeah, that would be pretty fun, seeing something like that. Now I do have 4 KO, so that shouldn't be too hard. They're a bit scattered though. Nice. All of them. Gotta go eat, you'll be back later. Alright, thank you very much for hanging out. See you in a bit. 3 left. I'm gonna swap the music to some Louisong music. I'm gonna go off from the relaxing Monster Hunter stuff. Load the backup and catch 1 should be the play here. Are we going to? Alright, bon appetit. Thanks for hanging out, Potato. If I didn't get completely lost in my permutations here, we have 3 more to do on this block. 2 KO, 3 KO, 4 KO. Get these 2 to come over. Come on. Come. Okay. William City. Should have 3 left. Three. Use the backup save, do a 3 KO, and then a 4 KO. I'm gonna try Mikia's method of just not caring so much and just going in. There you go. We'll see. What do we end up with? One spawn only, so that was a 4 KO. See, the thing is, it's unlikely that it ran away already, but I'm not entirely sure that that was a 4 KO and not the first one running off and then a 3 KO. That's what I don't like so much about this method. Silver, welcome to the stream on YouTube. Thank you for choosing to click on the video. Welcome. We're celebrating the 4th anniversary of Pokemon Legends Arceus. My name is Ike. I'm a French shiny hunter. Currently looking for one of the most difficult shiny alphas in the game to find, which is Cherubi. I'm not gonna trust the last permutation that I did. I'm gonna try it my method and do it properly, because I didn't have an eye on the last one. Wasn't so sure of what happened there. You got this? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. You're that person in one of my Catching Shiny Eevee shorts that said the method didn't quite work. Walk me through it. What happened? What went wrong? And I can maybe tell you how to make the method work for you. Funny thing is, you did manage to get a Shiny Eevee after a few more tries. Right, you're the person I told that it's RNG in the end, right? So it feels like it doesn't work, and then you try a bit more and it works. There you go. There you go. Yeah, the method works, but it does require a little bit of patience, because you're never quite sure when something might happen. Might happen to spawn the shiny, you know? You never understood permutations because this is actually your first time trying it out that time. Permutations can be quite intimidating. It's better once you understand the reasons why things work in permutations. So if you just follow steps like hit them with berries, teleport, etc., you might not know why permutations work. But that's what I tried to solve with my little shorts video for Eevee, is to let people know why a permutation changes the RNG with the multi-despawn. So when you change the RNG by doing a berry throw and then teleporting, that's when you potentially run into a shiny. Okay, they're all going to be coming over. Not great. Trying to only get 3. Maybe I can do this. Get all of them this way. Separated them instead. Alright. Bear with, I'm trying to get only 3 of them be close to me. Okay, I think that's it. I got one of them to not be so close to me anymore. 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay. You haven't played the game in quite a bit, so you do get confused. No worries, this is an obscure mechanic. This is not part of normal gameplay. Okay, good, that worked. Yeah, no worries at all. This is completely normal to be quite confused by. The fundamentals of permutations is that catching something will have the game replace it by one spawn in an outbreak. If you force the game to replace multiple things at the same time, it will change the RNG moving forward. So if you find different ways to get the game to spawn multiple Pokemon instead of one, you get to change the outcome. And then using this tracker that I put in the video briefly, you can see all of the permutations that are possible. I believe I recommended it to you in the comments that I left. But yeah, this tracker is the way to know what you have and haven't done yet. And then the last piece of the puzzle for permutations, something that I haven't detailed in the video because it was a bit too advanced, is that you can set up a backup save, which allows you to jump back into the middle of the outbreak with some of the steps already completed. And then you can change between loading at the start and loading in the middle of the outbreak to go a little bit faster or start over. You don't quite understand how it works? Okay. Have a look at this line here. 389. This line is a series of instructions. C means catch. It means you want to catch one Pokemon at a time when you see C. So, in this case, permutation number 389 begins with catch one. You will throw a Pokeball and catch one Pokemon. The second thing you must do is KO 2, which means remove 2 Pokemon from the outbreak at the same time. If the Pokemon are aggressive, you can do a multi-battle with 2 of them, or more, as long as you remove 2 of them in the battle by catching them or killing them, or having them run away, such as a Abra teleporting or something like that. This must be done at the same time. The game is paused when you're in a multi-battle. And then when you can't multi-battle the Pokemon, you have to find a different way. Then you do another 2 KO, so same as the previous step. Then 3, then 2, and then catch, catch, catch. So that's a permutation. Now what does that look like in-game? I'm going to show you. I will do this one. So I will leave the thing on screen, you can follow along, okay? Step 1. I'm fresh out the outbreak, right? This outbreak is untouched. There are 13 Cherubi in here. Step 1 is catch. So I'm going to approach the outbreak and catch 1 Cherubi. Specifically because Cherubi is scared, I will do it from a distance and try not to be seen, because it doesn't panic the other ones that way. That's the first step, catch. Next is 2 KO. I have to remove 2 Cherubi at once. I'm gonna teleport to set up the backup save that I was talking about. You don't have to do this yet. This is a bit more advanced. Now I have to 2 KO, which means I need to remove 2 of the Cherubi at the same time. I'm going to try and bait 2 of the Cherubi to come over. Using berries. I'll separate them from the others because they're pretty easy to spook. Okay. Let me properly separate them. Need this one to come over when it's done eating. There we go. Because Cherubi is skittish, meaning it runs away when you try to, like, catch it or throw things at it, I'm gonna spook it by throwing things in its direction. And then I'm going to teleport. When I teleport, both of those Cherubi just disappeared. That's how I do a multi-KO. It's the same thing with the Eevee, where you threw berries at them, and then they disappeared. They got scared, and then when you teleported away, the game unloaded them, but because they were panicked, it was like, okay, these ones are gonna run away now. Next up, I'll do another 2 KO. So get 2 of them to come over. It's 3. Okay, I'll do 3. I'll do 3 because I have 396 to finish. So 1, 2, 3. They all have this red exclamation mark that popped up above their heads, which means it works. I'm gonna teleport. They all disappear. So far we have done catch, despawn 2, despawn 3. Now we're gonna do 2 and then 3. Here's 2. Again, despawn. And now 3 to finish the permutation. Grab 3 of them. They're all gonna come over. Amazing. Fantastic. Not what I wanted. What if I just try Mikia's method of doing this? Not sure that works. I tried, but I missed my throw on one of them. And we have 2 left, which is correct. So we did it. We did catch, KO2, KO3, KO2, KO3, catch, 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 catch. There you go. That's a full permutation. Welcome back, Mikia. Don't be forced to use my method. If you have a method that's consistent, it's probably better to stick to it. Yeah, I tried to do it here because I couldn't figure out how to separate 3 out of a group of 4 because they were very closely together. So in that case, it actually was quite helpful because it would take me a long time to separate them otherwise. Do you have to throw the sticky ball twice at them? No. As long as they have a red exclamation mark above their heads at some point, and then they get unstunned and start running away. The reason I throw a second sticky blob is because they can't disappear while they're stunned. If I let them run away fully, they are going to eventually disappear. It gives me more time, essentially, to do what I want. But the first sticky glob is the one that you really care about, and then you can hit them again if they don't get a red exclamation mark. You can throw a berry or a sticky glob in their face while they're stunned, and they will get a red exclamation mark. Okay. I'm gonna restart a fresh permutation. Catch. Didn't catch. There we go. Catch. I wait here because it's possible that internally some of these Cherubi want to run away, even though they're not actually running. So I just give it a second to let them calm down. Next we do a 2 KO. So grab Cherubi. You see they both got a red exclamation mark here, so that works. And then teleport. I'm gonna do a 4 KO here. Put a berry in the middle so they all walk up to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one didn't see me. There you go. If any of them don't see you, you just throw a second sticky glob at them. And teleport to heights. Okay. So now we've set up a backup save by teleporting to this camp. We are going to use that backup save to jump back to this point in time once we're done with our initial outbreak. We've done this already, so now it's 2 KO. It's 2, 3, or 4. So not too fussy here. Get any amount of them. One, 2, 3. They all got the red exclamation mark, so we are good to go. 1, 2, 3. Teleport. hitting them a second time basically helps me with the timing of when I need to teleport as well. And we end up with 3 catches. Correct. You did not, Mikia, I'm afraid we did not see any new shiny or alpha. We have yet to find any shiny while doing this on stream, despite the fact that I found 4 of them before. I started streaming the outbreak and immediately stopped finding any useful shinies. Thank you, I think I understand it better now. That's good. I'm glad I helped. If you need to reinforce that knowledge by watching a tutorial, there's a... It's a bit old, but there's a guide by Sir Toasty Toes, who made a guide on permutations. You should be able to get some information from there if you want to watch that. It'll mostly help you with doing aggressive permutations, I think. But you'll hear some of the stuff that I told you about. You didn't get the red... Oh, there we go. Sometimes they don't get the exclamation mark because you are too far away from them when you throw. So they don't see you. Would have 4 left. One, 2, 3, 4. You're just so glad someone's still playing this game in 2026. It's a great game. A great game, honestly. There's a whole community of people who still play this and are actively hunting for a bunch of shiny alphas. If you're interested, keep an eye out for the Miss L's Shiny Alpha Week whenever it happens. You'll see a lot of Pokemon Legends Arceus hunters wanting to participate in that. Oh my goodness, 2 first-time chatters at the same time. Hello! Bruno, Pokemon. Yes, I agree. Bruno, welcome. Mangalia, welcome as well. Or Mangalia, maybe? Mangalia? Let me know how to pronounce that if I got that right. Hi from India. Hello from France. Which Pokemon game do you recommend if I have just gotten a Switch OLED and have never played Pokemon on Nintendo Switch or never played Pokemon ever? Okay. Let me ask you this question. Do you want to have a traditional Pokemon experience that's very close to most of the Pokemon games in the franchise? Such as none of that. That's I am bad at modding my own chat. I don't know how. Anyway, this message is not acceptable. Don't be mean to people, even as a joke. Do you want a... Thank you. Do you want a Pokemon game that is close to the traditional experience of getting badges and fighting a bunch of trainers? Or do you want a game about collecting Pokemon? It's okay, Bruno. I get that it was a joke, but let's not joke about that with strangers, because they don't know that you're joking. It could be seen as rude. The game that I'm playing right now, Mangalia, the game that I'm playing right now is great for collecting Pokemon. It's not very much about battling, and it doesn't have badges. So if you want the traditional Pokemon experience, it might not be very, good for that. However, if you just want to collect a bunch of Pokemon, this game is really good. Back while the potatoes are cooking. Noise. So you grew up watching Ash Ketchum, and him wanted to be the best trainer in the world, going around every gym and winning badges at the same time, collecting new Pokemon on the go from one town to another. I think, since you have a Switch, and you've never played Pokemon on any Switch or any Pokemon game ever, you might be interested in playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. If you play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, you get to start the game like Ash Ketchum with a Pikachu as your partner. It's a relatively simple game, so beginners can play it completely fine. You get to collect a bunch of Pokemon, go through towns that Ash Ketchum has gone through, and collect badges from recognizable trainers. So I think you'd have a good time playing that. Thank you very much for the follow. That's going to be my recommendation. I would say Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Thanks, Bruno, for the follow as well. Welcome to the Survey Corps, both of you. You'd recommend Sword and Shield too? Sword and Shield could be cool as well. You have played those 2D Pokemon games before but never went crazy on Pokemon games? That's completely fine. I think I would begin with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Or Eevee. And if you like that, you could then try Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think that would be interesting for you. Pokemon Legends Arceus, the game that I am currently playing, is very different. It's very different from other Pokemon games. So that one, I would still consider trying it, but if you want to try something different within the Pokemon franchise. Because you can see what I'm doing right now. I'm not playing typical Pokemon like the one you're used to, the 2D Pokemon games. I'm running around and I can sneak up on Pokemon and catch them without battling at all. So, up to you. I've given you my recommendation. You can do with that what you want. One, three. What do you do with those Pokemon in the game that you catch if you don't fight? There are battles in this game. It's not like you do nothing with your Pokemon. There are battles in the game, but once you've finished the story of the game, which I have, you don't need your Pokemon for battle as much. I still have a team of Pokemon for battling. I still have my my team of Pokemon, but they're mostly for collecting afterwards. This is a really good game for collecting Pokemon, which I do. I do collect rare Pokemon called shiny Pokemon. So I have a bunch of cool shiny Pokemon that I'm glad I caught in this game. And that's my team. Why does everyone say Arceus is the best game of not just Pokemon, but Switch altogether? That's a bold statement. It's my favorite game. It's my favorite game. I don't know if it's the best game. It's very subjective. But because I like collecting rare Pokemon, I like this game a lot. Don't worry about questions, it's fine. I'm completely fine having questions. People say this game is really good because it's the first Pokemon game where you can do what you do here. Like, being able to sneak up on Pokemon and catch them without battling, and just roaming around the map and seeing all of these different Pokemon around you. It's very unique. It's not something that people were used to in the Pokemon franchise. Try this. Wasn't it the first free roam or open world Pokemon game? Sword and Shield had a prototype of that, essentially. And then it was the first actual open world Pokemon game. Hold on, let me focus real quick. And yes, I do have Shiny Charm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 spawns. That worked. You do have a question, Silver. Have you ever planned on doing a giveaway? Just curious. Giving away what? My shiny Pokemon? Not yet. No, I haven't planned that. I'm collecting all of them because even though I have a lot of duplicates, I'm going to make a video out of it. So I need to have all of my Pokemon in my boxes so I can show them in the video. So right now I'm not giving anything away. Does any Pokemon game have elements like fighting with other players all over the world? Typically, Pokemon battles are 1 against 1. You don't really have like a sort of open world battle system in Pokemon. What you might be looking for, however, is a game like Pokemon Legends ZA, which is the most recent Pokemon game, where in that game, during the day, you can catch Pokemon, and then at night, there are areas where a bunch of trainers are moving around and you fight them. They're not players, they're NPC trainers, but you also have multiplayer battles in ZA. Something that you could look into if you are interested in that. Asked out of pure curiosity. Hey, no worries. It's all good. Because I do have a lot of shiny duplicates. It's just I'm not interested in trading them away so far. Right, should be good. For a 4 KO. Once you battle friends in Sword and Shield, you can. You can battle your friends one-on-one in any Pokemon game. All of them. What you can't really do, however, is battle a bunch of people most Pokemon games do not have a system where you can battle a bunch of other players, like what Mangalia was describing. You don't think Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has battles? Oh, that's possible, yeah. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee might not have any PvP, yeah. Because it has broken moves that would just not work if you could battle other people. If you are very interested in battling other players, the most active right now would be either Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for typical Pokemon battles, or Pokemon Legends ZA for real-time battles. What I mean by real-time battles is, you just put your Pokemon out and you tell it what moves to do and move around the place. You can see that if you watch any trailers for the game. Typically, Pokemon is turn by turn, but in Legends ZA, it's happening in real time instead. Scarlet and Violet is the current, latest, traditional Pokemon game, where you have a system of gyms and turn-by-turn battles. Like, all of the usual formula of Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet is the latest. However, Scarlet and Violet is getting old, and we are potentially getting news next month on the next Pokemon game that will continue that lineage. Is it okay to play them in their release order? If you play the earliest Pokemon games, they're going to be really difficult. Not because they're tough, but because they're really old and just kind of not amazing games, honestly. Like, the older Pokemon games are kind of broken. But if you want to talk about release order on the Switch, I don't think the release order matters on the Switch. You don't really need to care about release order. When it comes to Switch Pokemon games, they have their own quality. It's not like you need to play them in order because there are no sequels. None of them are sequels. Pokemon games always happen on completely different parts of the world. They're referencing each other, but they don't impact one another. It's not like you're continuing the same story. You play as different people every time. Oh, and also you have a Switch OLED, so Scarlet and Violet is gonna run like shit. It's gonna be a really bad game. Okay. Yeah, I would say Let's Go Pikachu, Sword and Shield. And then, if you want to try something different, Legends Arceus. You're welcome. I hope it's helpful. Heads up, everyone, but I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer. We've been live for almost 3 hours now. I will be streaming for another maybe 10 minutes or so, and doing a few more permutations, and then I will be taking my leave. I will be back tomorrow, though, with another stream. Same thing, same time. On Switch OLED run most of Pokemon games, or will I be facing lags in all games? No, just Scarlet and Violet is a piece of shit. You'll be fine with most Pokemon games, just Scarlet and Violet is terrible. It's really badly optimized. It's the most recent game, but they had to give it a free update on the Switch 2 to run better, because it runs really badly on the Switch 1, let alone on an OLED. Or a Switch Lite. Wait, is OLED more powerful? I'm thinking of Switch Lite. Is OLED the more powerful one? Anyway, Scarlet and Violet are badly optimized games, and they run badly on all Switch ones. Should I update backup save? No, I need to do the 3 KOs first, and then I will... OLED is the newer version of Switch 1 with bigger screen and better screen. I see. Oh, Silver, sorry, I didn't see your message. Have to take my leave because it's 3:30 AM. Oh my goodness. Thank you for explaining permutations to me. You have a good day or night. Thank you, Silver. Thank you very much for passing by. Which device are you using currently? Switch 1. Not the first model that was released, but like second model. But I am playing it docked. It plays even worse if you are undocked. If you hold the console in your hands, it caps the frame rate and stuff like that. Which one has some limitations, but it plays pretty good once it's docked like I'm doing right now. I have a capture card, and I'm running the footage from the Switch directly into the computer. But yeah, if you have an OLED, which is... I was thinking of the Lite. Switch Lite would struggle. OLED is completely fine. My Switch is not an OLED. You have a better one than mine. So you'll be fine on most of the Pokemon games. Scarlet and Violet, I would say, are not worth playing on a Switch 1. They would be good on a Switch 2. Switch 1, you're gonna expect some pretty big performance issues. How I got 2 again? Okay, there we go. This teleport, 2 KO, 3 KO, 4 KO. Thanks for all the info. Gotta go for now. We'll tune in every now and then. Have a great day ahead. Really nice streamer, dude. Good luck. Oh, thank you very much. You're very kind. I will be stopping stream very soon anyway, but I appreciate it very much. And hope to see you around another time. You have a great day. should have 2, no, 1 remaining, if that worked. Yep. And it did. I should have dismissed those ads. But sorry, ads on Twitch are starting. My bad. I could have pushed those back a bit, and then we would have made it to the end of stream without the ads. Oopsie. Two, 3. Where's the... Oh, it's behind the tree. Get over here, dude. Oh, gonna get all of them coming over. Unless... Could it be? Okay. 3 KO. And now do a 2 or 3. There's a guarantee for 2. Might even be 3 with the one behind me. Might not. Was a 3 then. Now I gotta do 3 KO, 2 KO, and we should be good to go. That'll be the last permutation of the stream. But hey, stick around, we might see some cool spawns at the end. Yes. The last second shiny alpha on the very last permutation. You never know. Now 2. 1, 2. Nice. Just the right amount of them. And we're good to go. Final check of the night. Fingers crossed indeed. We do get 3, but unfortunately, no shiny once again. That'll be it for me for today. Thank you very much for being here for the stream. I will see you all again, hopefully, tomorrow, where I will once again be permuting this outbreak. We gotta get to the bottom of it. We did a lot of permutations, made some great progress once again. If you have a look, we are at a good chunk past the 300 mark. We did a bunch of permutations here. All of this block was today. So, good progress. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good evening.